great predictions. Your prediction game, we know, has not been that strong this season, Grant. But yeah, I think that we are ready for the toss. So let's head over, and it's been brought to you by Allied Bank. आपके दिल में हमारा account.
Toss brought to you by Allied Bank Limited. आपके दिल में हमारा account.
Match 19, folks, here of the HBL PSL. And before we get things underway, of course, the Pakistan Cricket Board and the whole scenario supporting the government saying, would like to say no to drugs and choose health and life. Let's party on for the gentleman to my left. Now, Ilyabas has our Oppo representative. He's got the coin, going to hand it over. Match referee, Mr. Azhar ur Rahman, is here. The two captains. We've got Shah Massoud of the Multan and Ahmad Wasim. No, and he's not ready because he's a bit excited. Yeah, well done, Az. Az, you've still got it. Wait, Aramse. Ahmad Wasim has got the coin and he will flick. And Shan, you're going to call. Well done, sir. Ready. We're ready now. Yes. Tails is the call.
It is heads. Karachi Kings.
Come on, Shan. Just stay there. Won the toss and...
Bowling first.
No surprise. Would you have bowled first?
Definitely.
Now this pitch, look, it feels cold, but it looks good.
Look, I mean, hats off to the ground staff for preparing it when it was raining cats and dogs last night. But yeah, I mean, because it's rained, pitch has been under covers, you would have wanted to bowl first.
You'd like to knock these guys over early.
Oh yes, definitely. They beat us in Multan, so it's time that we come hard at them.
Have you guys made any changes since your last game?
Yes, Delport is out, unfortunately, and Mitch McClenaghan is in.
Nice. And for you guys, any changes, Sean?
We go back to the same team that played against Karachi and Multan. So Ravi Bopara comes in for James Vince and Lala comes back for Bilawal Bhatti.
Uracha! Go well, gentlemen. See you. Brilliant. All right, news from the centre is Karachi Kings have won it. Going to go up front and shape a couple.
Toss brought to you by Allied Bank Limited. आपके दिल में हमारा account.
Yeah, we were talking about that in the studio, and you know, Azhar and Grant both agreed that if there is any bit of moisture, then bowling first would be pretty much the right idea. And Karachi Kings has won the toss and decided to bowl first. There have been a couple of changes, but we will be discussing all of that on the other side. Be back just in a bit.
ये जो ग्राफ आप लोग देख तेजी वो जो ऊखला माने दुनिया को बता दो।
Well, yeah, the news from the centre is that Karachi Kings has won the toss and they have elected to field first. There was a bit of rain at Gaddafi Stadium, but it has stopped. And the good news is that hopefully we're going to get a full game tonight. Now that we've spoken about the match, it's time for...
Ye K Mera here, brought to you by Jazz.
Wow, that was perfect. It sounded like, you know, in the voiceovers that you see, perfect. Well done, Brad.
ये खेल मेरा है, brought to you by Jazz. दुनिया को बता दो.
Yeah, so as you know, we've been collecting all the points and deciding who stands where, but this is how you play the game. You basically download the Jazz TV app and then you subscribe and play Ye Khel Mera Hai on Jazz TV app. And guess what? You get a chance to win the Samsung Note 10 Lite. Yes, that's what you're winning. And at this point of time, let's have a look at who is winning. Mumtaz is still leading. He has been leading for a bit now. And Ikhlaq is catching up. And then we've got a new name on the list. It's Zaman. Zaman is also in the race for that Samsung Note 10 Lite. So yeah, congratulations to all of you who are doing well. Keep it up. And like I said, you get a chance to win a Samsung Note 10 Lite. And that was Ye Khel Mera Hai for you.
ये खेल मेरा है, brought to you by Jazz. दुनिया को बता दो.
Alright, so couple of changes for both the teams. You know, Multan Sultans have made a few changes as well. Karachi Kings also bringing in a few players. We'll be having a look at it in, you know, more detail. In fact, we've got it right now. So let's have a look and see what we have. Right, Multan Sultans, Ravi Bopara is there and Shahid Afridi, remember, he was not playing the last game. He was not fully fit, Azhar, but he comes back and we know what he can do, how destructive he is. What do you make of the side?
Well, good to see Shahid Afridi back. That strengthened their bowling and batting as well. Ravi Bopara comes in. We saw him coming back, coming in the team for Karachi Kings previous game as well. So there's some thought behind it. Maybe because they want to make sure that Imad Wasim doesn't bowl up front. So that might be the reason. But they look a very balanced side. Riley Rasu coming after a great inning last game. We got 100. So yeah, they look very nice side. Today, I think if there is a grip, there is turn, the spinner's role will come into play, and Multan definitely have a very decent spin attack.
Karachi Kings, you know, Mitchell McClenical.
Yeah, so obviously the power up front with Shajil and Baba and Alex Hales, they've all been performing pretty well, and Chadwick Walton has been supporting them quite ably. But it's interesting to see that they've gone with Mitch McClenigan. So they've got Yamin, Jordan, McClenigan and Amir. They've got the 4 paceys and then the 2 spinners in Khan and Wazim. So it gives them another option at death and maybe some wickets through the middle with McClenigan. So exciting, and obviously he's a Kiwi.
And you know, Multan Sultans, one of the reasons why they've done so well in this tournament has been the spinners that they possess at this point of time. Moin Ali, Shahid Afridi, Imran Tahir. I mean, the list is endless. How important is their role going to be on this particular pitch?
Well, if it doesn't change and it keeps turning, then their role will become massive. They're wicket takers, and Moeen Ali can bowl in power play as well, with Sharjeel Khan batting at the top. So they have a lot of depth in their bowling, and they really have thought their team out. Or every time they bring something in with a lot of, as everyone say, they're a data team. So there is a lot of information in their team management. They come up with a lot of data. So yeah, they're looking forward to the new changes they have.
I find the interesting change here is that Multan obviously brought in Afridi, but I mean that's experience, but also like he's a fantastic performer, but spinner, whereas Karachi brought in the pace bowling of McClenaghan, and if that pitch turns from the word go, then Multan will get really excited, because I think their game is suited more on a pitch that's actually doing a little
Didn't
bit.
Afridi just turn 16?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think so.
But yeah, we might get to see
Age is just a number.
age is just a number, exactly. And he's aging backwards. That's what we've seen.
But their best three bowlers, top three economy, is Tanvir, Tahir and Afridi, and I think the average age there is it's definitely more than the studio at the moment.
I hope so. I mean, I hope so. I wouldn't want to feel that old at this point of time.
Maybe we are too old.
I mean, you're just 25 and you just turned 20. And I've just turned 16, so that's how it is. But yeah, you know, these two teams met earlier in the tournament as well, and Multan Sultans was on top. They beat Karachi Kings. But let's have a look at their overall record head-to-head. It's been brought to you by Panther Tyres.
Head to Head, brought to you by Panther Tires. Panther lagao, fikr mitao.
All right, so let's have a look at the reading. Like I said, Multan Sultans was a dominant team in this particular tournament. But overall, you know, Karachi Kings have won 3 games to 1. The Multan Sultans won this one in this tournament. But before that, they haven't really won against Karachi Kings, because they haven't really done that particularly well. They've started off really well in this tournament. But yeah, that was head-to-head for you.
Head to Head, brought to you by Panther Tires. Panther lagao, fikr mitao.
All right, it's going to be an interesting game today. It's two very good teams up against each other, and we've got our experts with their predictions. I'm sure they're going to collect all the data and then do their predictions. So far, I'm leading in the studio. Azhar is also good. Grant, you need some catching up to do.